Video editing is one of the highest paying skills in 2025, and Premiere Pro is the most popular editing software to learn if you want to master it. But the question is, how easy or hard is it to learn this editing app? The answer to this question really depends on how you find self-learning resources. If you go for long, boring Premiere tutorials, it becomes really hard to learn. But if you focus on key points, you will be able to learn the entire video editing process in 15 minutes. It's really that simple. And that's why I've broken down the whole video editing process into just 6 steps. If you follow these 6 steps, which are explained in this video, without a doubt, you'll be able to edit a complete video in Premiere Pro. Alright, first, open your Premiere. Next, click on New Project. Now, on the first line, name your project. Under Location, choose where your project will be saved. I want to save mine on the desktop. Leave the template as it is. Then click Create. Here, it asks if you want to import your files, but skip this part for now. We'll come back to it later. Okay, this is the Premiere workspace, where the entire editing process happens. Every workspace is slightly different. If you click right here, you'll see that there are different workspaces available. For instance, if you click on Editing, you'll get this workspace. Or if you click on Essential, you'll see more panels on the right side, which we'll work with later in the video. Let's go back to the editing workspace for now. Go to the Window tab at the top of the screen, then click Save as New Workspace. Name it and hit OK. I highly recommend doing this because if you ever lose a panel, you'll be able to get it back easily. Now, each of these windows is called a panel, and each has a different function. For example, this is the Source panel, this is the Project panel, this is the Timeline panel, where we drag and edit all our clips, and this is the Program panel, where we view our changes. If you right-click on these 3 lines, you'll see an option to close the panel. If you want to bring it back, go to Window, select the specific panel, and it will appear in your workspace again. You can also unlock panels and move them around. If you want to place a panel back, just click and hold its name, then drag it to where you want, like this. Now, if you go to Window with Workspaces and click on Reset to Saved Layout, you can easily return to your saved workspace. That's why I recommend saving your workspace before making any changes. It makes it easy to return to your preferred setup. Also, each panel is customizable. You can make it larger or smaller as you like. In step 2, we're going to import our clips and organize them in Premiere and learn how to drag our files into the Premiere timeline in different ways. There are 2 easy ways to import and organize your files. First, you can organize your files on your PC or Mac storage into folders, and by clicking on Import Media, you can import all those folders into Premiere. The second way is to create folders directly inside Premiere. Each folder is called a bin in Premiere's language. Okay, now click on this icon, which is called New Bin. You'll see we've created a bin. I'll name it A-Roll. Next, click on it, then double-click here to import your video clips into this bin. You can also right-click here, choose New Bin, and create another bin. Let's name this one B-Roll. I'll import my secondary clips into this bin. Create a separate bin for each type of file. This way, we can easily keep all our clips organized in their own folders. It really makes the editing process much easier. And finally, let's create another bin for our background music. Alright, now we have all our files organized in Premiere. Using these icons down here, you can change how your files are displayed. For example, view them as larger thumbnails. Next, we're going to create a sequence. So, what is a sequence? A sequence is like a timeline where you place all your video clips, sounds, text, and effects in the order you want them to appear. It's where you build and edit your video, cutting, trimming, adding music, and more. Right now, we don't have any sequence in our timeline. Let's drag one of our video clips into the timeline. And now you can see we have a sequence. That's the first way to create a sequence. The second way is to right-click here, choose New Item, and then click Sequence. From here, you can change your sequence settings if needed. Mine is 1920 by 1080, and I'll leave it as it is. Now we have a sequence in our timeline. Whichever method works best for you, go with it. In step 3, we're going to drag our files into the timeline and edit them. We've reached the exciting part. Let's start by dragging these video clips into our timeline. That's the first way. The second way is to click on the file icon, and your clip will appear in the source panel. Now let's say we only need a portion of this video clip. Set your in point by pressing I on your keyboard, and set your out point by pressing O. Next, place your cursor on the Drag Video Only icon and drag that portion into your timeline. This way, you can drag only the part of the clip you want. This is our A-roll track, which matches the A-roll bin we created earlier. And this is our B-roll track, which matches the B-roll bin. Basically, whatever clips belong to your A-roll track go into your A-roll bin, and the same goes for your B-roll track and bin. You can zoom in or out on your timeline by holding and dragging this bar here. The shortcut for this is pressing plus or minus on your keyboard. You can also move left or right in the timeline using the bar, or by pressing the left and right arrow keys on your keyboard. If you press C, it activates the razor cut tool. Now you can cut wherever you position the razor tool. Let's cut the left side of this clip. Place your razor tool right here. Make a cut. Then select the left part and press delete on your keyboard. Now we have a space. Click on that empty space and press delete again to close the gap. If you want to cut everything to the left of your playhead, press Q on your keyboard. To cut everything to the right, press W. Alright, now let's give each part of our clip a specific color label. If you ever get confused about what's on your timeline, this helps you identify clips more easily. Select your clips, right-click, go to Label, and choose a color. Now, let's drag our starter clip into the B-roll track. I want to cut part of this clip. I'll place my playhead right here, then press Command plus K on Mac, or Shift plus K on PC. This shortcut makes a cut. Select the unwanted section and press Delete on your keyboard. That's another quick way to cut clips. Alright, now it's time to add some video transitions between our clips for smoothness. Go to the Effects panel. From here, you can add effects and transitions to your clips. We need a video transition, so click on the drop-down arrow and add a few transitions between your clips. Let's use Iris Cross on the first clip. You can adjust the duration of the transition by clicking and dragging its edges. Now, let's add push to the next clip and iris round to the next one. Finally, let's add a bit of slow motion to this clip. You can do that by pressing Command+R Mac or Shift+R PC and adjusting the clip speed. Let's drag our voiceover into the timeline. You already know how to cut, right? Now, go to the Effect Controls panel in the top left corner, then find Volume, and adjust the loudness of your voiceover. For auto captions, go to the text panel, then select Captions and click on Create Captions from Transcript. Okay, now we've generated our captions. Next, select all your captions and go to the workspace icon. Click on Essential Graphics to enable the Properties panel. Under this panel, you'll find all the options to customize your captions, such as font, size, color, background, stroke, shadow, and more. First, let's make all the text uppercase. Next, change the font style to Monaco. Then center the text vertically. Now change the caption color to a light green. Adding a dark red stroke will make it stand out even more. Also, adjusting the background adds a nice touch to your captions. And playing around with the shadow effect will make your captions more visible. Take your time and experiment with these settings until you find a style you like. Okay, let's go back to the editing workspace. Now, we've reached step 5. In this step, you're going to learn how to add titles. The first option is to use one of Premiere's pre-made graphic templates. Just drag a template into your timeline and replace the text with your own. The second option is to create a custom title and design it yourself. Both processes are similar, so let's go with the second method. Place your cursor on the preview screen and press T on your keyboard. This enables the text tool. Our title is Rise Again, so let's type it here. Now, click on the selection tool down below. Go back to the Essential Graphics workspace and adjust the design, just like we did with the captions. Okay, now return to the editing workspace so we can work with keyframing. If you want to give your title some movement, go to Effect Controls, then Open Motion. Place your playhead at the beginning of your title track and add a keyframe. Under Scale, set the value to 0. Then, move your playhead all the way to the end. Add another keyframe. And set the scale to 150. You can see how smoothly your title appears, and this effect is called keyframing. You'll learn more about keyframing in upcoming videos, so make sure to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss the great tutorials coming your way. Lastly, let's add our background music. Go to Effect Controls, then Volume, and adjust the loudness. One more thing I forgot to mention. With this bar, you can make your track larger or smaller. Alright, the final step is exporting. Click the Export button at the top. Now, name your project here, if you didn't at first, and choose a location where you want to save it. Down here, you can review your project details. The last button to press is Export, down here on the right. That's it. Practice each step and comment if you get stuck somewhere. Remember, practice makes perfect. Thanks for watching and stay curious. See you in the next video.